What is a recommendation letter? Let us try to answer this question by looking at these scenarios. Now, let's say a university is requesting 3 recommendation letters from you, and it should come from your past teachers or professor. This is you. You went through maybe 10 or more teachers or professors during your studies. Amongst them, you should request 3 recommendation letters. The key here is to select those with whom you did really work very closely with and who had a lot of impact in your educational career and who can vouch for your study abilities. These 3 people are supposed to paint a picture of you this beautiful. They will have to provide a recommendation letter that will make you stand out in the crowd of applicants as the most ideal candidate for the position you are seeking. Now let's look at the admitting university committee members. They usually go through a lot of recommendation letters, but a letter that has something unique might grasp their attention to your application. It should not just be your grades, because of course they do matter, but something that will help the candidate come to life by shedding light on their personality and study or work style. For any of the above to happen, it is important to consider the following before you decide on who is going to recommend you for admission into any university so as to have an outstanding letter of recommendation. Here are the things you must do to obtain an outstanding letter of recommendation. 1. Establish good relationship with your teachers or at your workplace. 2. Pick your letter writers wisely. 3. Prepare a set of materials your teacher can reference to. This is important because teachers, to be specific, go through thousands of students, and it is not obvious they will keep remembering every aspect about you even after graduation. 4. Give your teacher enough time to write a good letter. 5. Have a formal meeting with your teacher. Have a formal meeting with your teacher, if possible, to discuss what time to write. 6. Know the number of letters you need. Check with your teachers before letters are due. 8. Write your teacher a thank you note. Now, who should you ask a letter of recommendation for studies? The short answer is that it depends on the program you are applying to. Sometimes universities will explicitly ask recommendation letters only from your professors or from both professors and employers. If you have to provide a recommendation letter from a teacher, these documents should focus on your academic skills and achievements. If you have to submit a reference letter from an employer, universities expect that letter to reflect skills that are relevant to the program you are applying to. When asking someone for a recommendation letter, it is crucial that you pick the right person. Ideally, you should have known that person for some time before asking them for a letter. Do not, under any circumstance, ask for a recommendation letter from someone who doesn't know you well enough to vouch for your academic or work experience. Someone who might not write you a favorable recommendation letter. When asking a professor for a recommendation letter, it should be someone with whom you've worked closely and who interacted with you for more than one course. And if you really want to impress the admission committee, you should also pick a professor that is an expert in the same specialization as the degree you are applying for. That being said, guys, this is the end of the video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for subsequent videos. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.